Hello everyone, myself Tuba Mohammad Asim Sheikh from Anjuman Islam Zinjira Degree College of Science, and today I am going to present you about the post-COVID-19 situation in our society. The outbreak of COVID-19 brought social and economic life to a standstill. In this study, the focus is on assessing the impact on affected sectors such as aviation, tourism, retail, capital markets, MSMEs, and oil. International and internal mobility is restricted, and the revenues generated by travel and tourism, which contributes 9.2% of the GDP, will take a major toll on the GDP growth rate. Lower oil prices will shrink the current account deficit, reverse capital flows will expand it. Rupees continuously depreciating, MSMEs will undergo a severe cash crunch. The crisis witnessed a horrifying mass exodus of such floating population of migrants on foot amid countrywide lockdown. Their worries primarily were loss of job, daily ration, and absence of social security net. India must rethink on her development paradigm and make it more inclusive. COVID 19 has also provided some unique opportunities to India. There is an opportunity to participate in global supply chains. Multinationals are losing trust in China. To make in India, some reforms are needed, labor reforms being one of them. Sectoral implications of COVID-19 pandemic in India. The tourism industry is the worst affected due to the COVID crisis internationally. The World Tourism Organization estimations depict a fall of 20 to 30% in international tourist arrivals. These figures too are based on present circumstances and are likely to increase or decrease in future. Millions of people associated with industries are likely to lose their jobs. In India, the travel and tourism industry is flourishing and is contributing sizably to the economy. Impact on GDP growth rate. While the COVID-19 pandemic is constantly growing and showing little signs of containment, as of 15 April 2020, its adverse impact on economic growth of the country will probably be very serious. The UN warned that the coronavirus pandemic is expected to have a significant adverse effect on global economy and most significantly GDP growth of India. For the present economy is projected to decline to 4.8%. Impact of COVID-19 pandemic on migratory labor. The International Labour Organization in its report describes the coronavirus pandemic as the worst global crisis since World War II. About 400 million people working in the informal economy in India are at a risk of falling deeper into poverty due to catastrophic consequences of the virus. As half of the world is in lockdown, it is going to be a loss of 195 million full-time jobs or 6.6% of working hours globally. Many are in low-paid, low-skilled jobs where sudden loss of income is catastrophic. Implications on capital markets, global oil market and its impact on India. Coronavirus fears have sent shock waves across global financial markets. Indian capital markets are envisaging a fund flow of Western capital markets owing to rate cuts and fall in the stock markets in the world over. There will be a lot of volatility in the capital markets in the next 6 months owing to rapid flow of capital from one market to another in the world. A historic drop in demand for oil has dropped the crude oil prices to an 18-year low of $22 per barrel. Some estimates have pegged the saving of $7 to 8 billion for India. A fall in crude oil prices may cut India's current account deficit, but the capital outflows from India may exceed the potential saving in the current account deficit. If capital outflows from India continue, rupee may depreciate further in the coming days. Conclusion. The spiraling and pervasive COVID-19 pandemic has distorted the world's thriving economy in unpredictable and ambiguous terms, but it significantly indicated that the current downturn seems primarily different from recessions of the past, which had jolted the country's economic order, whereas the nation's conglomerates, corporations, and multinationals continue to understand the magnitude of the pandemic. It is undoubtedly the need of the hour to prepare for a future that is sustainable, structurally more viable for living and working. Thank you. Thank you.